Hey folks, thanks for joining me once again. Today we shall be looking at the world's best-selling beer, and by quite a significant margin too. It's this brew here, in fact. I'll get it closer to camera for you. Snow, which is a product of China, and it comes in at 4.5% ABV. Now, this has been sitting in the beer fridge for a couple of months now, and I've only just got around to reviewing it, so yeah, apologies for that, folks, but I've got quite a backlog of brews to clear, actually. But anyway, today is Snow's Day in the limelight, and yeah, it really should be a beer that needs no introduction, but I guess a lot of people out there would not know that this is, in fact, the world's best-selling beer. Yes, it even sells more than Tsingtao, which is a much better known brew, like internationally, I believe, than Snow. Anyhow, what does it taste like? Well, hey, let's find out. So I'll grab the trusty BB Barfly bottle opener and pop off the cap. All right, it went flying off the table there, and I'll pour it out into this Pilsner glass, and we'll make an assessment of it as we always do. Okay, and I'll plonk the bottle down there. Alright, so let's get a look at the appearance. Well, the appearance is a very clear, light, golden colour. It's quite carbonated, as you can see, a lot of bubbles streaming to the top there. We've got a nice bright white head there. Just a little under 3 fingers, actually. It seems to be dissipating fairly quickly, but nice, tightly packed bubbles there. Yeah, it certainly does look quite enticing. Now, onto the aroma. All right, what I'm getting is a very faint smell of grain, and yeah, an even fainter smell of grass. Yeah, but that's about all I'm really picking up. Okay, so we've talked about the appearance and aroma. That could only mean it's time for the most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you all. Let's dive in. All right. Well, it certainly does quench the thirst. Yeah, it's got quite a subtle sort of a flavour to it. It's not overly sweet, and the bitterness is pretty much non-existent. To me, it's very much on the thin side. It's quite watery and has a sort of mineral water taste to it as well, which I don't find overly appealing, but yeah, I mean, all in all, it's pretty inoffensive, and yeah, you're not going to complain about it if it is a really hot, sweltering day, like you'd probably get in China. Anyway, I'll have another gulp. Okay, well, it's certainly holding that taste profile. Definitely a good summer refresher, but there are better ones out there, in my opinion. Its drinkability, of course, is astronomically high. You could session the crap out of this. The price point, well, I think here in Australia they're charging something like $48 a carton. Now, I think that's a little excessive for a brew that's 4.5% ABV. If it was somewhere between $35 and $40, then I might consider it. I might consider making it part of the beer cycle. But then again, I mean, yeah, there are better options out there. But not to take anything away from this. Yeah, I mean, certainly the figures suggest that a lot of people like it. All right, so let's wrap this up. I'll have one last gulp and give it a score out of 10. Well, all in all, it's a very decent, inoffensive brew, but yeah, there's certainly better options out there. The flavour is, yeah, perhaps just a little bit too inoffensive. In fact, there's nothing that really stands out about this one, but yeah, it's still a decent enough thirst quencher. Anyhow, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, let's see. I think it's deserving of a solid 7 out of 10. So there you go, folks. 7 out of 10 for Snow. So if you do come across it, it's worth checking out at least once. All right, well, thanks for joining me once again. Hopefully I'll be back again real soon with another review for you all. But until then, fare thee well, all.